Okie Banoki. Alright. I will hang around for a minute until someone shows up. Because I don't want to start before anyone's here. Hey, welcome in, Tay. It's weird, I didn't get an alert for that. There we go. So, we are map planning today. Where did my glove go? Why didn't I think about that? Oh. Those are... Of course, I'm like... There it is. Haha. Need tablet, glove, or hand messes everything up. YouTube tried to silence you. I know. So rude. How very dare. So, I think the plan today is I'm going to plan out Fugue's and Gila's maps. Can't stay too long because we're going to go grocery shopping. We'll be back. Yeah, no worries. I feel like once I get done with the maps, we're going to be flattening Fugue. And maybe doing some other things on my islands. Because I expect it won't take me too long to design these maps. We'll just see how indecisive I get. I'm going to figure out what I want to do first. Also move my keyboard. I got all my buildings already separated on this one. I think we'll worry about the buildings later. Right now, I mostly just want to figure out where I want everything to go. Okay, I thought the medieval party mix was going to help me concentrate, but it's not helping me at all. Let's see here. I might actually start with Gila, because I have to do all the beginning steps of that. Is that way we can whoop? Yeah, this... I have like an easel for my iPad, but it is not as sturdy as I thought it was going to be, so I'm not going to use that, actually. Oh, that is way too big. A little bit too big still. A little bit too small. Yeah, that's good enough. Hey, Lizette, welcome in. What the heck? Why is my chat box isn't giving me any alerts? And I am not happy about that. It should be doing alerts when somebody comes in. properties. Oh, I think I know why. It's because I switched headphones again. Ugh. I can't remember where the settings is for what headphones are monitoring. Audio? Monitoring, there we go. Okay, I should be able to hear things now, right? I'm pretty sure it's my streaming software, not YouTube. Okay, I still don't hear anything. Let me turn up the volume a bit. Can I test it? Streamlabs. I'm using Streamlabs. Because it should be monitoring. I have my headphones on. And it has external headphones. Okay, whatever. So we're gonna start with Gila first. I'll figure that out later. I'm gonna check out the source properties. Boxed. Always show messages. Yeah, that's all fine. Okay. Yeah, streaming software is temperamental. You change a singular setting, or you change your headphones once, and then it doesn't want to work anymore. So, let me see if I can... Because I should have external headphones working. Okay, whatever. It's fine. I have my laptop right next to me while I'm drawing, so I can see anyway. It's just kind of annoying. Because I like having that alert so I look over when somebody speaks, but... I'll have to fix that later. I'm assuming I have to, like, reset my settings on it, because I set my wireless headphones as monitoring, and I'm not going to use them ever again, so... Not for that purpose, anyway. Yeah, no worries. I'm going to try my best to fix this, though, because this is high-key bothering me. Let's see... What if... Output... I'm gonna go to audio monitoring and see if I can delete that and reload it. Come on. Come on, man. Alright, I gotta do some Googling. This is driving me nuts. Okay, I wonder... So the mic is working, obviously. What if I add a source? That doesn't work. Let's see. Desktop, no. Hotkeys I don't want. No, the volume's turned up on there. That's not the problem. That's plugged in. Gila is the Arizona island, yeah. Okay, it's telling me to set my system settings. That's annoying. Let's see, audio. Dang it. You should build the TL McDonald's. Possible. Possible. I don't have a ton of builds planned out for Gila yet. When I do the map, at this point, it's just terraforming. And then I figure out where I place things later. That's kind of my strat, because I don't want to like build everything up and then want to change it later. I want to build everything up and then place things accordingly. But it could be on the list. Ugh. This is driving me crazy. Hearing devices, audio. Let me look up headphones. Maybe that will pop up. No, I don't want accessibility. Dang it. Sound settings. Let's see. That should be fine. Okay. Let me test something. No, that works. Do you have a specific region you're basing it off on? No, you're good. I'm happy to do things myself. I appreciate it though. I know you like to help, but I am very much a stubborn person who does not like help. Sorry. I like to do this stuff on my own. I'm kind of stubborn like that. But I appreciate it, Tay. I know you always want to help. Alright, we're just gonna go without alerts. I'll just pay attention to the chat. That's gonna be something I have to do later. Oh, I just wanted to be able to make little suggestions. No, you're fine. I'm just one of those that I don't like help. I'm stubborn. I don't like help. So, sorry. I appreciate it though. No worries, Lizette. Welcome back. I'm just gonna deal with not having chat notifications because it's too annoying to deal with right now. So, we're gonna get going. Yeah, no worries, Tay. Like, I get it. Everyone wants to help me, but I am not someone who likes help. I'm like, no, I do everything by myself because I'm stubborn, so. Alright. So I start out with a new layer. This is like the most basic part, but I'm just gonna essentially flatten my island without having to flatten it entirely. Although I will be flattening anyway. It's especially helpful for me to flatten because I invite all of my villagers with amiibo, so cutting down all the trees and stuff is helpful for materials. I'm also gonna turn down the opacity a little bit, so I can see a little better. Noted. I shall offer funny commentary or watch and take notes. Yeah, no worries. That's just like one of my things. It's also why I make all of my own custom designs. I'm like, I want no help. I do myself. And also why I have my trading island. I don't want to rely on anybody else for things. Especially since I know the game will eventually go offline and I want to have all the resources myself. I will ask if I want any input, though. Sometimes I do, but not very often. Okay, and then I need to do two things here, a little bit different. Well, not two, one thing. Because, the museum on Gila is the tent, so I have to keep that where it is. And then when we do that, wha-bam. Now it's basically flattened. So, I'm going to start with the river first, which is a little bit unusual, but the main reason is because I want the canyon up in this area over here. It's going to be kind of a weird river situation, but I want that canyon up top. And maybe I should go a little bit higher, actually. Like that, maybe? Yeah. Are you keeping the museum as a tent for the DA? Yes. I think I'm going to take notes on how you navigate Procreate. Oh, yeah. I use Procreate a lot. It's like the #1 software I use on my iPad. There we go. So that I'm going to name river. So I know. I mean, obviously I can tell already, but I want the canyon in this top corner area. Oh yeah, and then I need to make circles here so I have the different layers of cliffs as colors. Thank you. I'm like disgustingly fast at drawing though, So like when I was thinking about this or like yesterday, I'm like I'm probably gonna have a lot more time left in stream to just do stuff in game because I'm very fast at drawing. But I figured I'd do this live so you can see like what I'm doing exactly. And this is like a very basic guideline. Obviously, it's not going to be pixel perfect like the other map editor that I have used in the past, but I don't think it needs to be perfect. I'm just giving myself a basic idea. I don't know if I will use the third level of cliff, though. I was going to be like, maybe I should have this map making be a labor of love like Note seems to do, and then you talk about getting done so fast. Honestly, I'm just fast at things. I draw a lot, so I want to be like my overall goal is to be a comic book artist. So being fast at that's kind of a important part of it. You know, I think I want to keep it mostly flat actually. So I think this is fine. I don't think I'm going to use that third layer of cliff. Now, let's start getting some houses going. Ooh, that does make sense. Yeah, I am just like really fat. People are like, "How long did it take you to draw that?" I'm like, "Oh, like I don't know, 20 minutes." They're like, "What?" There we go. Now we have a house. And I can copy and paste that. Can you like not, please? Thank you. Good lord. Now I need my player house is covered up in the thing, but I'll have to edit that, I guess. Flat for a desert town definitely makes sense. Yeah, exactly. I want to have like the canyon be the highest point. Plus that just means less terraforming for me, so I'm not mad about that at all. And like I'm from Mesa, which is like a suburb near Phoenix, and it is flat. It is flat as fuck. So there we go. I think that's all the buildings I need. Just need to duplicate the houses. Okay. Yep, no worries, Lizette. Now, I think what would make the most sense is having, like, the shops be kind of in a strip mall-esque area up front. Because there are a lot of strip malls in Arizona, too. Oh yeah, I need to cover up the beach so it looks a little bit nicer, but I'll do that in a second. And then the campsite I want to have next to the museum, since it's going to be a dig site. And then the player house, I'm just going to move off to the side for right now. Same with my villager and player house, I'll move off to the side for a minute. Let me fill in the beaches so I don't see the houses on the beach. Love a good shopping district, yeah, exactly. I like having them all in one place. Just makes it easier to play the game, too. Eventually I'll have to make one where it's in different places, just because, you know. But for now, I'd rather keep it its own espace. Especially with this kind of island, it makes the most sense to have it all in one place. It's gonna be so weird to have the hotel off the dock, though. Like, I'm excited for it, but we'll see how much of an eyesore it is. Okay. There we go. That's better. Okay, so... what is that? Oh. I meant alpha lock, not clipping mask. I'm like, where did it go? Make it look a little bit nicer, because I totally forgot I was right on my house when I did that screenshot. Pretty sure it's just something like that. Close enough. It's an approximation anyway. I wonder if 3.0 will actually get me back into the game, or I'll still be in Pokemon mode. It depends on how big your Pokemon mode is. Let's see. Where do I want my player house? I know I want like a grid-esque kind of thing, so... I'll put myself there. That works. And then I want a villager neighborhood. Can do like half and half on the river up here. Something like that. Yeah. I don't know, like... I've been kind of in Pokemon mode, but I have not much interest in actually playing new games. I feel like I'm hitting the point of I'm too old school for new Pokemon games now, which is kind of sad. Because I hate the open world. I can't help it. I hate it. I don't like that very much, actually. I think I'm going to move my player house, actually. This is going to have, like, minimal bridges and inclines, which is going to be interesting. I'm not sure where I want to put my player house. I'm going to move that off to the side for now. I'll figure it out later. It's really unfortunate that open world games aren't as accessible and enjoyable for some people. Yeah, it sucks. I have no sense of direction, and it just frustrates me. Like, I tried playing Violet on a call with another friend, and she was like, it's right there. Where are you going? It's right there. And I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I hate it. Personally, I adore the open world, and most of my favorite games are open world, so this direction is great for me, but I definitely understand the lack of appeal. Yeah, it's very much a me problem. I wish I could like open world games, but they confuse me. Like, they hurt my brain, literally, because I have no sense of direction. I'm gonna change the river just a little bit. I know, like, most people like open world games. I just am the exception. Let's see here. Six, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's 10 houses. Leave those up there for a minute so I can rearrange this section. I want to have like a little bridge moment over here. Okay. I will BRB for shoppies. Yeah, I'll absolutely send them. I'll probably put them into my new Discord server. Let's see. Actually, if we move this a little bit closer, probably have enough room for 6 on that side. There we go. That one is fine. That one's fine. Yeah, like so. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. There'll be like 2 little neighborhoods separated by a river. Yeah, that works. I say, I'm happy with the villager houses. Nice. I might move these. Oop. Forgot it wasn't freehand. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Now to figure out where my house is gonna go. Yeah, I think I'll just put it there. That works. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that's everything I needed to plan out for Gila. But I'll wait a minute. Oh, wait. I still need to plan out, like, the bridges and stuff. Right. So... I'll do a little cute double bridge moment, just because I'm not going to need very many bridges or inclines. Ooh, I could do like a diagonal bridge here, maybe. Maybe like an incline here or something. Let's see, I'm going to change the terraforming slightly. So I can have an incline behind my house. Like about here. And then I'm going to change the terraforming a little bit more up here too. So I can have an incline like close to the secret beach. And I want it to be backwards. It's probably a little bit too big of a... like that. Yeah. That way I can have, like, road paths this over here, and then have some more natural paths going up that way. Like, literally 2 inclines and 3 bridges. Yep, I think that's it for Gila. Okay, I think that's it for Gila. I'll wait for a little bit. Okay. Thinking. Nah. Thinking very hard about what I want to do for Fugue. Because I have... Where is it? It's not other. Dang it. There it is. I have like the vibes for Fugue 3.0. And I have like a very vague idea of what I want to do with it. This is the problem I was thinking about. It's like, I either get done really fast, or I can't think of anything. I'll just look for something to listen to, I guess. Not quite what I'm listening to, or wanting to listen to. My brain is very picky today. Yeah, sure. I definitely want a lot of Cliff, though. Maybe like that. Hey, How's it going, Anya? Since you're here, I will show you the map I just finished. Here's my Arizona island of Gila. I just finished doing this one. It didn't take me very long at all, because I was like, you know what, actually, I want minimum terraforming on this one. So, there's Gila. We've got my Grand Canyon up there, houses on a flat area. I can show you, I have everything on layers. So, how I essentially do it, since you just got here and nobody else is here, is I will take my map as it is normally, like so, and then I will cover it with essentially the same colors as the base map, and then the sand, so I can't see any of the buildings. And then I copy and paste the buildings on top. And then I basically draw everything else on top. I feel like my island is so organized looking at yours. Yeah, I am so scattered in my brain that I need to organize things. So if I don't have like a plan like this, I can just wander around for ages. So there's Gila, and I can show you the collages. So Arizona Island. Here's the collage I made for it. I like it a lot. It was fun to draw. But those are the vibes for Gila. Yeah. Arizona's my birth state, so I've been wanting to make an Arizona island for a hot while. And it's set in the southern hemisphere, so it will be perfect fall brown grass color in May. And then this is my Forever Islands next theme. It's going to be like a fishing village, which I'm excited about too. But I just have to figure out where I want everything to go. I started flattening last night, and I probably will continue to flatten today once I'm done with the map, because the stream would be way too short if I just did my maps. But you can see all the maps I've done here, too. Lacrimosa, Java. Heron I will be bringing back. I had a friend that lived in Arizona. Can the dust storms really get that crazy? Yes. Dust storms get nuts down there. Absolutely crazy. That and the monsoons are crazy, too, but I love the monsoons, because they're, like, super thunder and lightning, and just torrential rain. I like the vibe of Fugue. Yeah, Fugue's my forever island. That's the one that I just finished the Halloween theme on. So I'm like, okay, time for winter. I gotta get ready for winter. There's what it looked like in 2.0. Let's see. Alright. Fugue 3.0. Obviously, these villagers are not the correct villagers. I just used the original screenshot for my 1.0 villagers. So, let's see here. I feel like that's a good enough terraforming amount for there. But I like make a little key up here for the colors. I did at least pack up the Harbiscator and started working on wintry vibes. I'm still like almost a week behind real time. Yeah, I feel you. I put off the snow as long as physically possible because I hate winter. So this is like forcing me to make a winter island. Technically, my other island of Fantasia is also going to be winter, so... Let's see... You know what, actually? I want this to be a little bit more natural. Kind of want to have like a mountain on this island. I feel like a mountain would be a vibe. I could do a 4th level cliff and hide it a bit. We'll see how I feel about it. No worries, you're good. No, I don't like that. Okay, we may have sound again. Alright, excellent. I feel like I'm getting somewhere now. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Now we can do the river. Hmm. A little bit messy there. Procreate on the iPad. Procreate's like the best because it's a one-time purchase. It's not a subscription like Adobe or some other stuff. Actually, I have a brain idea. What if this is like here? That could be why it doesn't look familiar to me. I just use GIMP. I have tried to use GIMP. It doesn't work with my brain, but I'm glad that it works for you because GIMP is free, and that's always good. Big fan of free programs in general, but Procreate was worth the purchase. For me, at least. I do kind of want a lake. Oh, can you not? Let's see. Ooh, that would be cute. Like a fish-shaped pond over here. It was just the first avail when I was learning that wasn't money like Photoshop. I'm relearning it though. I just had learned how to do the lighting shadow when I was making a new banner for my Quieter channel. Yeah, fish shape because it is a fishing village. I think that's cute. Yeah, no, my dad is a graphic designer, so I've seen Photoshop. I tried it. My brain just exploded. I'm like, there's too many menus to learn, and it's too expensive. I'm gonna make the pond a little bit smaller. Like that. Cool. Now we can start putting in buildings. Obviously, this is gonna have to change the most. I'll put it out here for right now. Same. That's also like Kiddo wants me to use DaVinci. I do better with Clipchamp. He even made me a little intro. Aw, that's nice. Alright, let me edit that river a little bit so it's a bit more even. Just in this one section. My brain just doesn't quite get it. I need the layman level programs. Yeah, I feel you. Procreate's really easy. Like, you have all the layers here, all the different kinds of brushes, eraser. No worries. Welcome back, Lizette. We finished, Gila. I'll show you Gila really quick. Here's Gila. Yeah, I'm finished with Gila. We went pretty minimalist with Gila, which I'm super happy about. But we got like a cute little villager neighborhood with double bridges, the dig site area with the museum. I might change the river a little bit, actually, just so it's not as close to the dig site. I'm just going to edit the river a little bit, now that I saw that. Yes, the canyon is like one of the biggest parts I wanted on the island. Yeah, there we go. That way there's a little bit more room for the dig site area. There we go. So there's Gila. Now we're on Fugue. And I'm moving the villager houses right now. I think I'm going to do a 6 and 4 villager neighborhood style again. It's just because I like having those bridged neighborhoods next to the river. It's just one of those things that I like doing now. I'm like, ooh, bridges a neighborhood? Yeah. And then I have these 4 left. I'm going to put them... Actually, before I do that, I'm going to edit the cliff just a little bit. Make it a little bit more straight. Like right at the edge of resident services. Make that look a little bit nicer there. The nice thing about having my forever island like this is anytime I want to redo it, I can just use the same file and then have all the buildings separated already. With the other one, I had to separate the buildings by lassoing them, essentially. I've been trying to figure out my map and pathing code for the Frozen Island, and I'm like 60% willing to yeet it into the void. I feel that. I was just talking about how 2 of my islands are going to be winter themed, and it's going to be a huge challenge for me because I hate winter. But I gotta do it. Okay. I think that is the vibe. I don't really need, like, all the different types of, river and water and stuff because my museum's complete. So I can do something a little bit more simple. Okay. Oh, also, pro tip, if you're doing this with a editing software, I will, like, take the color of the dock to make bridges and inclines. It's not even the winter part. I can't find a path I like, and I don't want to make one. And with where I have my castle, I don't know how to set the rest of it up. It's all I got is vibes but no ideas. Yeah, I feel that. Sometimes it takes a while to set up like exactly where you want everything, and then not having the right path is frustrating. But I make my own path, so dot color pick, yeah. Because if you have like your island flattened, it's an easier way to just, okay, there's a color for a bridge or an incline. It's so funny. Like my last island we did on Gila, I'm like, minimum bridges, me. 4 bridges just in that one area, because why not? And then once again, this is why I like doing this on my iPad, because I can like change things as much as I want as I go. And I don't have the permanence of actually terraforming. And if I change my mind, I can go back and forth as many times as I need to. Nice. Okay, before I keep going, I gotta move the other buildings. Campsite. I'm gonna put the campsite on the mountain. Museum. Here. Shops. I'm gonna have next to resident services. Just so it's like convenient. And then I have technically 5 player houses. I have to make another one. Because I made, yeah, I added another character in, so... And I actually changed the colors on them. No, I don't want alpha lock. I want clipping mask. Okay, move that out of the way. That way I can tell them apart. I'll like recolor the houses. Does AC cap at 3 levels above C? You can technically do 4, but you can't climb up onto the 4th level of cliff. So you can make 4th level cliff, but you can't go on top of it or decorate on it. Yeah, quadruple bridge moment. Yeah, so technically you can have 4, but you can't climb up to the 4th level of cliff. That's so bogus they can make 4 but can't use it. I know! And there used to be a glitch where you could decorate on the 4th level, but they patched it. Which sucks. Let me rename these so I know who is who. Cool, I think I have something I want to try doing. Nice. Yeah, it's a video game, Nintendo. I can't fall unless you let me, literally. Like, the least they could do is let you go on top of the 4th level cliff and say you can't build any higher. No, wait, no, that's, Lou. There we go. Giving out inspiration and don't even know. I try. Let's see. Let me get rid of all the other player houses so I can focus on one at a time. Actually, you know what? That's cute. I like that. Because there's a lot of extra cliff on this side. I'll put like a couple player houses there. Actually, you know what? Screw red. I don't need to get paintings. And if I really need to, I can put ladders somewhere. Okay. There we go. There we go. The river I need a little bit of change to as well. I feel like I just kind of make things, and if people find inspiration, I am very happy. There we go. Ooh, nice. I have enough room for like 2 player houses. I'm gonna put Lou's house there because he's like the bakery. And then there we go. That's all of the buildings, right? Yep, that's everything. Now we can start putting the inclines in. Okay, we got bridges. Now we need some inclines. We're gonna cut out a bit of cliff there. There we go. gives me enough room. Okay. Let me move the museum a little bit back. That's good. And then move that as far over as possible, because I want like an incline in between those two. Hopefully the spacing will work out, but we'll see. And you know what, actually? I'm gonna move these guys. Oop. There we go. Move these up here instead. And once again, adjust the river slightly. It's a lot of back and forth. I say it in all of my videos when I make custom designs, but in any creative process, it's a lot of back and forth. Ah, dang it. It's so annoying. There we go. Now, like that. Actually, nah, that's a little bit squished, actually. Yeah, that's better. I like that a lot more. Okay. There we go. Alright, I think I'm done with Fugue. And we're not even to my break yet, so... There we go. So I think now... we're probably gonna go in and I'll just be flattening my island. because I need to work on that. But I will send these to myself so I can put them places. Okay, there we go. Now let me resettle a little bit, and then we will start working on some builds. Well, not builds, I'm just going to be flattening my island. Because, I had a feeling this was going to take not very long for the actual map planning part. Okay. Now, let's go over to the Switch. It should be the one that I have on first. Yes, here we go. And before I do anything else, I'm going to see if I can get my stupid thing working. Is that working? Alright, whatever. I'll just listen to something else. I just wish I had... Can you guys hear the game sounds? Because if you can, then that's no worries. Okay. That's fine. The game sounds kind of drive me crazy anyway. So, if you guys can hear it, that's good. Yeah, you can hear the console sound, then that's good. Island's not quite completely naked yet, but it's getting there. While we're waiting for that to load, I will post the maps in the server. I'm on the beach now, too. As you can see, I have flowers everywhere. Need to load up up my trading island, because what I've been doing is dumping all of the hybrids on my trading island. I'm so glad it hasn't snowed yet in-game for me. But it will snow, and I will have to deal with it. Let's see here. Oh, also Toby asked to move out, so he went to the Void. Unfortunately, you can't trade Sanrio villagers, so he just vanished. And I haven't gotten anyone moving in yet. Rip indeed. See if I can find any more flowers that I missed. Otherwise, I'll start chopping trees. Because I do want all of the materials from all these trees. Because I do move in new villagers with Amiibo. I feel like I got all of the flowers. Here are all of the flowers that I'm keeping for my rainbow garden, because I want to have one of every kind. And of course all the Lily of the Valleys. I feel like I got all of the flowers. But I don't want them to be breeding all over the place. Yeah, I think I did get all of the flowers, actually. That's good. I will hit my rocks, though. Because they're not going to be here much longer. We have to find a new place for the rock garden, which I think I'm going to put it next to the museum. Got most of the tedious stuff done already, which is good. Oh, and I got Nook Miles for that. Nice. I do gotta fish and catch bugs and stuff more, though, because I have all those Nook Miles stamps to fill in. Maybe one of these days I'll have a stream where we just work on Nook Miles goals. Oop. Rip in peace, golden shovel. I also gotta make more tools. Yeah, I might do that sometime. I know that I promised next week I'm gonna do building, so I'm still gonna do that, but maybe a week after that we can do some Nook Miles goals, because I have a ton still to do. And I want to finish all of them. It's gonna be so much easier crafting tools after the 3.0 update, but I'm gonna need to make more tools anyway. I will say though, having a rock garden is so worth it because you can just get all of them all at once. My trading island has a very nice rock garden set up. Sometimes I just go on there and grind for materials. Which, after I get this rock garden done, I will open up that airport so I can go over there and dump off flowers. I don't want to waste all of my blue hybrids and stuff. Especially like the orange ones too. Because I'm going to be using orange flowers a lot on Gila. So it'd feel like a waste to throw them out. Oh, also that leaf design, I have not published it because it's pretty garbage looking. I just needed something to keep things from spawning. I might edit it and make it a little bit nicer and upload it though. I think I have a nicer one on Gavat that I made that looks more like the actual leaves in game. Okay. Let's put stuff away. I am going to be chopping down all of my palm trees too, just so I have maximum beach space. Okay. Let's take care of these flowers. I'm probably gonna go for wooden Zen bridges on my next theme. Oh yeah, before I finish that, let me open the gate on Toccata. Probably gonna have to do some mild redecorating on Toccata, which is just customizing the topiaries to winter, because they look a little bit too green. Local play, please, Orville. Thank you. But that's the nice thing about having a trading island, is I can just dump crap over there. Like, they'll have enough storage space, it just goes on Toccata. But you'll see I have a ton of flowers that I'm saving. I think with the 3.0 version of Fugue, I'm mostly just going to do blue and white. I might add yellow into the mix, we'll see how I feel about it, but probably just blue and white. But I want all those flowers off of my island for now, until I need them. And the orange ones I'm definitely going to save for Gila. I might do black on Gila too. But definitely like warm colors on that island. And then Fantasia, I'm thinking about adding purple, but like mostly just the purple hyacinths. Do you feel like it's easier to have a bigger color palette or a smaller one? It really depends. Because it's really easy to just have a tiny color palette because you have less to choose from. But sometimes having the bigger color palette gives you more flexible, like more freedom with what you can make. So, for example, I worked on Parfait and Lacrimosa at the exact same time, and I loved both of them because Lacrimosa was just black. So I didn't have a lot of color paralysis. I'm like, okay, it's going to be black. But with Parfait, I had a lot of freedom with what colors I could use because it was a rainbow island. So I feel like it really depends. I like both too. But it depends on like what kind of a theme you're going for, I think. Sometimes a color palette that's huge fits an island so well that it doesn't feel hard at all. And sometimes a limited color palette makes you focus better. I tend to try to go for smaller color palettes in general, though, just because sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming with the amount of colors. But I had so much fun making Parfait, and it was like rainbow chaos, so I think it just depends on the theme. I think I find it's hard no matter what I pick. Oh no. I'm someone who like does art and stuff all the time, so I like having like different colors to work with. So colors are like really easy for me. Because I did go to school for music theory, but I also took art classes, and I've been doing art forever. My dad's a graphic designer, so color has always been like second nature to me. It's just one of those things that I've been doing for so long that I don't even think about it anymore. But like learning it later is harder. It also doesn't help if you're super indecisive, because I am also super indecisive, but I can really like lock in certain choices. I kind of get it, but it's not instinctual. Yeah. That's definitely something that's like, if it's learned, you gotta have extra effort with it. It's like the same thing with reading music or listening to music or analyzing music. It's so secondhand nature to me that I just say things and people look at me like I'm insane. I'm like, I've been playing the violin since I was 4. I'm sorry. It's like music is my second language. That's true of like any kind of skill though. Like if you don't already know it and it isn't something that you worked on previously and you have to teach yourself, it's a curve. It's a learning curve. Okay, time to... I think this is where I put all the pink flowers. Yeah. Good lord, I have so many flowers. Okay, this is the blue area. Blue is taking over the beach. So many blue flowers. They like breed out of control. And like by color scheme, are you talking mostly just like items, flowers, or just the whole shebang? Because certain color palettes are harder in Animal Crossing specifically because of the lack of items. I'm looking at you, purple. Nightmare. I had no idea how much of a nightmare it was going to be when I started Gavot. I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't done a purple island yet. Oh, I see why I haven't done one yet. Flowers, gotcha. Plus, like, the other thing is, like, certain colors of flowers look completely different. Like, the, purple roses, like, stick out like a sore thumb. So sometimes it's nice with flowers to, like, look through all of them and choose specific ones you want to use that all look good together. but that's what I would recommend. Like, limit your flower types. Because some of them are just hard to work with. The shade is so different from the other purples, yeah. I don't mind the purple roses on their own, like, as the only purple flower if you're doing something with them, but they do not look good with the other purples. They're too warm. They're too much of like a warm violet as opposed to the more cooler toned blue ones. Which flower breed do I prefer? I'm very partial to roses, minus the... I mean, I like the purple ones, again. Like, if I'm only using the purple ones as, like, a single accent, yeah. I love the mums. I just wish that the flowers were more consistent with their colors. Like I always mention, I want all of them to have the same colors. But... I don't know. I think lilies, roses, and mums are my favorites. But, like, I'll use any of them, really. Like, the black flowers are the most consistent across the board. They all look the same, which is so nice. Obviously, whites as well. Purple is where it gets funky, for, like, no reason. I'm running out of beach space. Hyacinths are probably my fave, followed by tulips and mums. I love hyacinths too, yeah. The hyacinths are great because the purple on the hyacinths is a beautiful purple, and they have blue as well, so yeah, hyacinths are probably up there for me too. I like the tulips as well. I don't really dislike any of the flowers. I like all of them. I'm not one of those people who hates a specific flower. I like all of them. I'm not picky. My one issue is the color discrepancy with the purple roses, but that's like it. Speaking of purple roses, there's one right there. Alright, time to just dump the rest of these. I like the pansies a lot too, but I wish they had more color variety. Like, I want pink pansies so bad. I miss them so much. They were only in the first game, like I always rant about, and then they never came back, and I'm like, why? That's so silly. I don't understand. I'm starting to appreciate the pansies more. Yeah. No, like, I started using the orange pansies on Gavat, and I really like them. I really like the orange pansies. Windflowers are probably my least favorite. The dots freak me out. Fair enough. I like the windflowers. I never, like, before I really got into the fandom of Animal Crossing, I just said, oh, I like all the flowers and didn't think about it. Or, I like all the villagers and didn't really think about it. And then I get into the fandom, and like, people are very opinionated about this stuff, and I had no clue. Like, I've seen people say, oh, I hate the roses. I'm like, okay. It's just a flower. I don't know. I'm not a very, like, super opinionated person, I guess. I'm more like, oh, well, you know, that's not the best thing ever, but it's not the worst either. I just say, okay, that's fine. The thing that, like, makes me the most concerned is how mean people can be to the villagers. I'm like, bro, they're just pixel people. They don't deserve that. But people have very high opinions of things, or harsh opinions of things in this fandom, which is very bewildering to me. But man, I love this combination of flowers. I beg to differ on Pee-wee, but that's the only one. The only one I hate is Pietro. And I know he's popular, but I don't care. I hate Pietro. He can just stay away from me. Anyone else can have him. I want nothing to do with him. I will have to have him at one point to get his villager photo, and then the second I get him, I'm kicking him out. I grew up with the older games, so Pee-wee doesn't bother me. I think Pietro's so jarring to me because he's so new in the franchise, relatively speaking, and I hate clowns. Pee-wee's old man voice and catchphrase itty bitty baby. Yeah, that's fair. I can get it. I definitely have villagers I like more than others, but I don't really hate any of them, minus Pietro. I'm neutral about Rodney now. Azula's starting to work her magic on me, but I don't know how I could ever use him on an island, truly. Just one of those things where I'm like, eh. I mean, there's ones I think are ugly, but I wouldn't restart an island if I got them, like when people restart after the campsite villager. That is so unhinged to me. Like, it's not the end of the world. You can literally kick them out later. People are ridiculous. I restart if I have too many ugly villagers, but there gotta be like 3 of them. And then there's me, who doesn't care at all because I have all the amiibo anyway, so that's never been a problem for me. I've had all of them since before New Horizons came out, minus the ones that came out in the 2.0 update. And then I got those as soon as I could, so I have never had that issue. And even as a kid, like, I didn't care who was in my village. I mean, I liked having certain villagers, but in the older games, you didn't have a choice who you got. They just came and left whenever they felt like it, so... Well, we don't all have all the amiibos, do we? Some of us have to suffer a lot. Yeah. To be fair, I do have the ability to make amiibos. And if anyone wants them, I can make them. With the 2.0 villagers, I got them on Etsy first, and I had to, like, edit them a bit, because whoever made them didn't do a very good job of the, they just did, like, normal sticker paper. I have vinyl sticker paper. You should just make them, honestly. Like, they're easy to make, and the cards you can get for them, or, like, the stickers are really cheap. Like, I do full-on shiny hunting in Pokemon. I have no interest in villager hunting. It just looks like pain. And I like torturing myself, but that is not a torture I want to do to myself. It's too many loading screens. Like, it's honestly so easy to make amiibo, though. I have all the files of them on my phone. And I can respect the people who like villager hunting because they want to earn the villager. I completely respect that. It's just not for me. The time of finding them on a hunt after it taking ages is amazing, but God, it hurts until then. Yeah, like I said, I totally understand that, because, you know, I full odds hunt in Pokemon. I get it, but I don't want to do that in this game. But I respect the grind, I do. I mean, I spent 6 months looking for a Shroomish in the Petalburg Woods. So, I respect it. But it is not for me in this game. Because with, like, shiny hunting in Pokemon, the resets don't take that long at all. Especially if you're doing just, like, a running around in the grass hunt. they don't take long at all. But once you start getting into villager hunting and waiting like a solid 2 minutes for the plane every time, I would just die. I can't even watch people's villager hunt videos unless they really edit it down. Like a villager hunting live stream, it just kills me. I couldn't watch it. But I totally get it. Like the high is high when you finally find that villager you want. Like I had the amiibo cards back during the New Leaf days, so I've never really cared. Plus, even before I had the amiibos, I had a homebrew console that I could edit my town and literally put anything in there. If chat isn't super chatty, it's hard to stay engaged on a live stream for sure, though the commentary when people see their most hated is hilarious. Oh yeah, definitely. Froggy Crossing Raven has a lot of enemies, and it's honestly hilarious. Just like the absolute overreaction. I mean, I'm sure she legitimately is mad to see them because she's trying to find someone else, but it is really funny. I don't know, I might sell some of these flowers on Nookazon. I don't need all of these, but I don't want to give them to waste either. I'm so excited to just smash Cliff. I have a lot of things to do before that, though. I think once I finish moving the flowers over, we'll take a little break, and then I'll go back to flattening. Oh my god, yes! I gave all of them silly glasses, and Eric is wearing his. Let's go. Oh, yeah. One more thing that I want to show off really quick, because I almost forgot about it. I gave all of my villagers goodbye letters. Eric looks so good in that. Oh yeah, I can show you my, like, little Turkey Day stuff. I got the half-closed eyes there, that's funny. But yeah, Turkey Day was fun. And then, of course, getting all the photos. I got all of my villagers' photos. And then I sent all of my villagers letters because that's another stamp you have to do. And I think anytime I finish a theme and I change villagers, I'm going to send all of them a letter. But I thought that was a fun idea. Giving all of my villagers little letters on their way out. Because that's another Nook Miles stamp I have to get done. So I think that's a new tradition. I already sent letters to my OG villagers. Let's see. But, like, you have to send a lot of letters, and I, like, never use that function, so I figured that's a good way to get that done. Where is that again? I need to do more bug off and fishing tourneys. Oh my lord. Let's see. What? I just passed it, I swear. Where was it? What the heck? I know there's a stamp for it. I'm just blind, I guess. Where was that? Also, this one is the bane of my existence. I want a Forever Island, but it feels like such a commitment. Yeah, it is. But also, I like having a Forever Island because I don't have to worry about losing any of my progress. Because that's one of the biggest issues with constantly resetting. Where is it? Oh, there it is, Pen Pal. I'm not even halfway done. I have to do, like, a ton more letters, so I'm gonna start doing that more. I'm not even going to acknowledge you, Hazel. I don't have time. But it is really nice because it gives you an opportunity to, like, slow down and not have to worry about decorating as fast. And I have 3 other islands I'm working on at the same time, so it's nice to have one where I can just kind of chill on. I can't think of a name that would suit it, because I tie themes to an island name, so I can't change the theme because it feels wrong. So I need something neutral enough. Yeah, finding a name for a Forever Island is very hard. Fugue really works because it doesn't really have any connotations other than it being a piece of music. And that was the name of my New Leaf town. So, I can do whatever I want with it. So maybe find something that, like, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to find a neutral name for a Forever Island. That's one of the hardest parts. I just happen to have a name already. Okay, once I drop off this pocket full of flowers, we'll take like a 20-minute break. I like mocha, but I feel like it needs to be brown themed. Fair enough. Amethyst would need to be purple. Yeah. It's hard to think of something that can like fit for a lot of stuff. I think like Taya's name of granola is very smart because granola is a pretty neutral term. Trying to think of like what else. Maybe you can look at like place names and like kind of edit it a little bit. Just like a town kind of style name that can still be used for something else. Like, sometimes I'll look up just, like, lists of things. Like, lists of, flowers or something else. I have to think of a name that's too long. Oh, no. What are... Okay. I have an idea. What are your favorite themes to do? Like, what are the themes you know you're going to want to do with your Forever Island? And try and narrow down the name to something that's, like, themes you want to do. That might give you like a more narrow scope of ideas. Because like with Fugue, it doesn't have any connotations for people because it's just a type of music. Other than like one of the most famous ones is like linked to Halloween. Which is fine because I love Halloween. I have no idea, like, luxury cottage, is that a thing? Yeah, you could, like, some kind of, like, cottagecore kind of thing. Like, another thing you can do is merge two things together. Like, one that came to my head was Glenbrook, because that's pretty neutral. You can have, like, a town named Glenbrook. You can have a little cottagecore area named Glenbrook. Like, combining two things together like that. Luxury cottage town core. Yeah. So like, types of body of water. Like, you could do something gulf, something cove. Ephemeral, because it'll be so fleeting. Yeah, I feel ya. But I tend to, like, look up stuff. Like, types of water, bodies of water, or just, like, names of flowers, or types of music in my case. Like, you could do something harbor, something stream, something brook. I don't know. Just, like, smush things together, is my advice. Something haven. Haven would be a good one. I've asked myself this question, I'm like, do I have any hobbies? Oh no. I mean, you could even do, like, obscure names of colors, or, like, different mythological characters. Also, sorry if you can hear the police outside, good lord. Loud. Or, like, I'll look up something in Latin. That produces some good names. Or, like, Greek, or whatever. You couldn't hear him? Okay, good. It showed up on my mic, thing, but I'm glad you didn't hear it, because that was really loud. Yes, Latin and Greek are so good for naming islands. Because, like, it can have a meaning, but it also is in a different language, so it doesn't necessarily have an immediately grabbing connotation. Like, Lacrimosa is Latin, and that's from the funerary text that Mozart's Requiem is based on. So, highly recommend looking something up in Latin or Greek. Makes it sound more interesting and cool, too. And a lot of it is, like, a lot shorter, too, with Latin specifically. So you can have, like, a nice, succinct island name. Okay, just have these black ones, and then I'm gonna go on a 20-minute break. I am running out of space. My goodness. That would be helpful. I am not succinct at all. Yeah. I feel ya. Alrighty, I'm gonna go on a 20-minute break. I will be back. Alrighty. I am back. Hooray. Made myself a, I think it was oolong tea latte. Good stuff. Go back here. Turn on some background music for me. Actually, I don't even have to be on that. I could be on other thing. There we go. Thank you. We are almost done with the flowers, and then we can get to the more interesting stuff. I think this is going to be my last pocket full of flowers, thank God. How are you doing, Lizette? Also, I always love reading your comments, so don't feel bad about not being succinct. They always bring me joy. I may not reply to all of them, but I read all of them and appreciate all of them. I can't wait for the 3.0 update, though, when we can just put these into our storage. Yeah, of course. Every time I see you in my notifications, I'm like, yay, she commented! I really do love the blue and black flowers together, though. Like, just looking at them here on the beach like this, so good. But the white flowers will be nice because I can literally just plant them from seed bags. And then, actually, I'm curious, really quick. How many, have I finished those stamps yet? Like planting flowers? I haven't, so it'll be good for me to plant all those white flowers. And I might do yellow too, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Because I originally was going to do like my fishing village as a dream address only island named Shanty. But I don't know, I might still make that one because I don't think I want to do Shanty as a winter island. So I could still do it, but oh my god, Rudy. Look at him go! Brother, you are so funny. Oh my god. I'm so glad I gave them the silly glasses. It sparks so much joy. Okay, that's all of them, right? Okay, that's it. Thank God. Last time I have to go over to, Tokata. Shanty is a cute name. Reminds me of that viral song a couple years back. Yeah. It's a sea shanty, which is a type of, music made by sailors. So, right on point with that. I used to, like, only name my island, or my towns in New Leaf after types of music. That was, like, a theme for me. Obviously, I've since kind of gotten over that. But it's a good naming scheme for islands. But yeah, I love sea shanties. I know there's like sea shanty number 2 and like a couple other ones that are memes, but love me a good sea shanty, especially ones with a cappella singing or like singing in it. It's good stuff. Alright. I'm so glad to be done with flowers. I started moving flowers 2 days ago, by the way. Like, when I mentioned it in my new server, that's when I started moving flowers, and now I'm finally done. That's crazy. How many flowers you're gonna have? God, I don't even want to know. Too many. Way too many. They spread after I took all the decorations down too, so I have no clue. At least 500 probably. Cause like I've had to do so many back and forths, and it's like a little under 40 per pocket because I have I have shovels, so a lot. I'm sure at least a couple hundred. Just truly a ridiculous amount. Oh, hi Rilla. Can you like not get in my face, please? Yeah, a lot. I broke several golden shovels. That's how many I've had to do. Oh, thank God. I've been rid of the problem for now. It's Tokata's problem now. But yeah, God, 3.0 is gonna make this so much easier. I can't wait to put flowers in storage. I'm probably gonna keep Tokata open just in case, though. But man, I'm ready to move some buildings and chop trees and stuff. It's gonna be very annoying with the amount of side characters I have, but we'll make it work. Let me pull up my map. Have it on my phone so I can see what I'm ultimately doing. The airport area is going to be pretty free, thankfully. Okay. Let's clean up all of the stuff in the ground while I still have shovels. Oops. Turbo button. There we go. Also, I save all of my fossils because I want villager photos. And now that my museum is complete on this island, I can just, do whatever. Let's see. Let's focus on the upper levels first. That's what I usually do, is I'll focus on getting the upper levels cleared. Let me get some, axes out. There we go. I don't want to know how many flowers I have, like, in total, because not all the flowers I have on Tokata are ones from Fugue. But I'm going to be using them on, other islands anyway. I feel like my strategy with this game is waste not, want not. I just save everything, so I don't have to get everything all over again every time. Time to destroy all of these. The money trees are nice because I get a little extra money so I can move things. I have a disgusting amount of bells on this island, though. Yeah, it is. Like, my strat's just like, I don't want to get all these hybrids over again, so I'm gonna keep them. I do throw out any flowers that are from seeds, though. Because you don't need to keep those ones. You can just plant more and get the exact color you want. So let's get in construction mode too, so I can get rid of these rivers. And it's nice having it on a switch light too, because I can just have it on the side. So it's just chillin'. And I can just pop it up whenever I need to. Yes, my playlist. I listen to this band a lot called Rondo Veneziano, which was, I think they were like mostly active in the 70s and 80s. But they do classical music with like a slight twist. They'll do like some, do you have 2 copies of the game or more? I have 5 copies of the game. And they're all cartridges. So I can swap one out to a switch light if I want to. But I have 4 for my big switches. And then my trading island has a copy. And I have a different profile as the main character for each one. Especially with my trading island, I only have one character with online on that one. And then the other ones I have is non-online, so I can just have storage. Oh, nice. I have 2, and I feel like I need another one. Yeah. It's nice having multiple copies, because then you can, like, trade with yourself more easily. But yeah, I have 5 copies of the game. So I can play multiples at once. But yeah, if you look at my home screen here, all of these ones minus the like this one has online. A couple of these don't, but most of them do. And then I have a different profile for every main island. So that way there's no conflict if I want to trade between different islands. And I have my trading island as its own unique thing, so even if I want to go over as a side character, it won't have any issues. And I can do local play with any of the ones that don't have online. Yeah. I have everything set up for the benefit of just making my life easier. Plus, I got a couple of the copies when I worked at one of those grocery stores that has everything. So I got a discount on games when I worked there. So I got a couple copies of things while I worked there. I think it was like 15% discount, which isn't great, but it's better than no sale at all. And the other nice thing about my setup with my consoles is I have a quad viewer, So eventually I'll start doing shiny hunting on my Switches too, and look, I can see all 4 of them at once. It looks kind of funky, because I have like third-party docks on 2 of them. But I can like wake these guys up and you can see. I can literally play on all 4 at once if I want to. I once bought a Switch from a grocery store that felt wild. It was Kroger brand store, and my mom got me a discount. Yeah, I worked at a Kroger brand store for a few years. But yeah, it's nice. I can play on all 4 at once if I want to. Which is really nice for turnips. Like, if I get a really good turnip price, I can just go back and forth between all of my consoles and get a ton of bells. I got paid pretty well at the Kroger store, but you know, it wasn't great working there. Grocery stores are stressful. But when I start working again, I'm not going to do closing anymore, which will probably make things better. Oh yeah, you worked at a Walmart? Bless your soul. That sounds not fun. I've heard horror stories about Walmart. When I worked at that grocery store, I was a cashier trainer and self-checkout trainer. And I had people who defected from Walmart, and they told me horror stories. And I'm like, oh, good God. I got a interview with Target, but I realized I'm like, I shouldn't be getting a new job while I'm still adjusting my meds, but I might try Target. It'll be probably more of the same, but I've done stuff before. And the Target is pretty close to where I'm at. Like, I can just bust there really easily. But that's not going to be until next year, because I need to really stabilize on my new med stuff first. What was your experience like at Walmart? I was there during college and left when I graduated, so I don't quite have horror stories. I was an overachiever who had managers who liked me. Yeah, see, that's good. I worked at Michael's when I was in college, and I had to leave because I didn't get any insurance from it. But I would work there again. I was also 20 and got a lot more sleep. God, yeah, I feel that. I have always been garbage at getting sleep, but, like, I had horrible sleep in my 20s. Like, ever since I turned 30, my sleep has been getting better and better, which is I'm thankful for. But I also don't have kids, so that's probably a big part of it. I just have fish, and they can't talk back to me, so... If they're angry, all I have to do is give them food, and they don't care anymore. When I was in college, I got, like, no sleep. I had horrible chronic insomnia, and I could not sleep for the life of me. I was also on not good meds, so that would do that, too. It's gonna be painful to get rid of all these bridges and inclines, though, because I literally have 10 of each, I'm pretty sure. It's gonna take a lot of time traveling. But I'll probably finish this process before the next stream, so we can do something on Fantasia or Gila. I'm getting some nose surgery in a week and a half to open up my nostrils. Apparently that should help me breathe while I sleep. That would be really good. Because you said you had, like, sleep apnea issues, so I hope that helps. I'm sure it will, though, because, like, nasal passages are an issue when sleeping. Best of luck on the surgery. I hope the healing process goes really well. Choppy. There better not be a hidden flower. Okay, good. The ENT asked me if I experienced congestion. I said no, and then he was like... And I was like, sometimes I only breathe out of one nostril. Is that congestion? Oh my god. Yeah, that's congestion, I'd say. I really feel that though, Lizette. I'm gonna turn the map on so I can see where I'm at. Okay. Man, there's so much stuff happening outside. Yeah, that was really loud. And it's like literally right outside my window, my office window too, so sorry. Oh man. Sometimes my mic filter is good, and then that I'm like, no, you'd probably heard that one. We get a lot of emergency vehicles over here because I'm right next to a transit center slash light rail station, so there's a lot of traffic. I'm also right next to like a police station too, so it do be crazy over here. Those sirens are loud. I mean, that's good if you have an emergency, yeah, pretty much. But it happens so often over here that I just go, okay. I'm kind of numb to it. I'm not like, oh, I hope someone's okay. I'm just like, no, there's a siren again. But the good news is I'm right next to a transit center and light rail station. Traveling is good, but you gotta hear the loud sometimes. Man, all the leaf designs I had to put up to just stop flowers from spreading. This is gonna like really eat into my wallet, but that's the fun thing about flattening. It's like, okay, I don't have to completely start over, but I also get a fresh, clean slate. I might keep that dirt path that I made. Okay, I'm looking outside. What is going on out there? Yeah, there's like traffic and another emergency vehicle and a bus. I'm guessing there was a car crash somewhere nearby. Good lord. Like, I can be nosy and just move my curtains and be like, what's going on out there? Oh. Lots of traffic. Probably a crash. It's not even raining or anything. Wonder what happened. Got some crazy stuff going on out there. But once I get all this stuff terraformed, I can move on to the second part of my map planning, where I actually get everything done in game and I can like physically see how big everything is, and then start circling things on my map and make a list of the builds I want to do. I like having the terraforming first just as a basis, so I know what space I have to put things in. Might stop a half hour early today, just because I have some extra things I need to do. But as I predicted in my own head, the map making portion did not take very long. It was really good to see the thought process for what I caught. Yeah. I'm just way too fast at things, so... That's kind of why I made that video about my process of making maps, because just doing it, you can't really get, like, my inner brain as much. Or, like, how I think about things, because I just do stuff so quickly. But yeah, like, my biggest thing is, if you're using a program with layers, like Procreate or any other thing with layers, it's so handy to separate your buildings from your map itself so you can move things around really easy. That's, like, my biggest tip. That way you can, like, shift things around as much as you want. And then you can, like, edit your clips or whatever when you figure out, oh, this will work better this way. And then what I usually do, once I'm done with the terraforming part, I will take a picture of my map, and then take it back into Procreate and, like, circle areas and be like, I want this here, I want that there. Just to give myself, like, a plan. With Fugue, I'm kind of, like, flying by the seat of my pants. I didn't really have any specific builds in mind, minus, like, you know, obviously fishing areas. But I feel like this way I can kind of be a bit more freeform about it. Which is nice for a Forever Island. Like, I don't want to speedrun my Forever Islands theme. Unlike my other islands where I want to get things done. Depending on what I do between streams, we'll probably be working on one of my other islands next week. I'm trying to finish Gavad as quickly as possible, though, because I want that island finished. So, we'll see how much I do between now and next week. Yeah. Because I think, like, finishing an island on stream would be a lot of fun for me, just because I don't like... Like, I like doing speed builds, but focusing on one area is a little bit unlike my natural process of doing things. And I'm, like, almost done with that island. Hold on, let me pull up that map, because I want to know, like, what I need to tackle. Because depending on how much I have left to do, I may or may not do it. We might move on to actually building on Fantasia or Gila. Oh, they're the Duffies again. There we go. So, with Gavat, the only thing I need to do... Oh yeah, neighborhood, woods, and the lookout, and then beaches. So, I feel like we should go for the neighborhood build, which will mostly be decorating villager houses. Because I don't really want to do the interiors on my own, I'm not gonna lie. That's way more fun with talking to people. But that is subject to change. Maybe I'll just want to knock it all out and make an edited video of it. We'll see. But I'm getting down to the last few couple things. But I'll definitely be done flattening Fugue by next week, because that's another thing I just want to finish. We'll see, though. Obviously, if you see a Gavat villager house video, then I just did that. But we'll be building something. I have a week to prioritize what I want to do. And we'll have to do HHP again on Gila and Fantasia, so we'll do that at some point. Oh, Bloon. I want Bloon. Gimme. What is it? Probably just bells. I'll take bells, though. Oh, it's a corral. Okay, then. Wait, what is... Study corral, right? Okay, ooh! That's nice. I like Darkwood. I say we go until 30 after this hour, which will be 4:30 for me. But this was fun. And once I finish Gavat, I'm going to be putting Heron back on my Switch and finish that island. Because I just keep putting it off. And it'll be nice to have an island in the summer while I'm doing winter islands. Okay. This was such a weird little waterfall, but it didn't look weird with the decorations up. And I gotta work on notes for year 3 of Stardew. I'm excited to get that video done, though. It's gonna be very entertaining. A lot of weird stuff happens in it. I'm making my way through the year 2 video. I've learned so many little things. Yeah, Stardew has, like, it's such a fun game and there's so much to it. Like, truly, it's one of those games where if I'm playing it, it's like the potato chip fallacy. I'm like, oh, just one more day. That's only 15 minutes, one more day. I stay up way too late doing it. Thankfully I have alarms to take my medication, and that puts me to sleep, but if I didn't have that, good god. I'd be playing it way too much, because I'm like, oh, but I know that if I do 2 more days, then I'm gonna have this crop ready, and then I can do this task. I started a spreadsheet for all the things I need to do for perfection in year 4. I'm getting down to the, yeah, we're gonna do this thing vibes with that file. And once I'm done editing the year 3 video, I can just play the game again, which will be fun. I just don't want to have so much footage that I'm, like, endlessly doing catch-up. Oh, I'm so sorry, Butch, but your, fishing spot is gonna dry up in a second here. They always fish in this area too. Like when I had the stuff up, they'd be right behind the houses. I'm sorry, Butch. I can't wait to get the new villagers in though, that's gonna be fun. And my original Rolf is still on Toccata, which is really cool. So for my winter theme, or spring theme, I'll have him back. I can't fill this in while you're there. How dare you? Okay. That's the river down mostly. Oh, wait. Alright, can you not? Thank you. I pressed the plus button. Thank you. CJ's here too. I should probably get a model commissioned from him. Because I want all them bug and fish models too. That's another one of my completionist tasks. Keep myself playing this island forever. Where did I put my... Oh, here we go. Right, I have one in front of my house. Fish! I can't remember... What kind of fish do I need? Definitely don't need sea bass. Let's do a dab. Let's do a dab model. Yeah. Siege, where'd you go? I have fish for you. There you are. CJ. Hello, sir. Yes, I know, I don't care about your Sea Sports challenges. I'm sorry. Yes. Make Flick make a collectible, please. There we go. Nice dab. Okay, thanks very much. Now let's start getting rid of these trees. I want wood. I don't know what it is about just flattening your island and cutting down all the trees is so satisfying. It's like, yes, give me all of them materials. It is cathartic, though, that I'm like, oh no, why did I do that? Oh, what did I do? Oh no. Yeah, I feel ya. I just buy a bunch of saplings and replant them. And of course, fruit trees and whatever. I just plant more. I need to get into the habit of stunting trees, though. I feel like I'm going to be doing that a lot more with the 3.0 update, because I can just put them in storage. But for right now, I'm like, I think this is the last flattening I'm going to do, like, the old-fashioned way before 3.0. But when I do, like, an initial flattening on a Dream Address Island, I want to do that, because I want all the materials. Yeah. Oop, hello. But definitely with 3.0, I'm just gonna put stuff into my storage at first. Oh, what the heck? I feel like I will use the Slumber Islands a decent amount. I have a Luminous Emerald, my friend that comes into stream. We're gonna make a Slumber Island together. But I feel like I'll use it for, like, concepts of an island I want to do, if I'm not 100% sure about it. Or just, like, for fun. It'll be fun to have, like, full creative mode. That's fun. I think Poppy and I are gonna work on one together. Yeah! That's, like, the best part of the Slumber Islands IMO, is that you can actually make an island with your friend. I'm gonna see if my partner wants to make an island with me, too. He's still really new to the game, but I feel like it'll give him a lot of ideas for his own island, too. And that way it's not, like, high pressure or anything. Because it's just creative mode. But, like, the collaborative part of it is so cool. I really hope that you're able to, like, upload a Slumber Island as a dream address, but we'll see. They haven't told us much detail about that. I would assume so, since it's connected to Luna, but they didn't give us any news specifically about that. Oh no, there's a flower! It's okay. I threw out the orange windflowers because you can get them with seeds anyway, so... There's always gonna be one you're gonna miss with a bunch of trees. And the other thing with flattening for me specifically is that I time travel a crap ton during it, so I can easily, like, plant something and just let it grow while I'm time traveling. Oop, rip. Rest in peace, axe. Don't worry, I got more of them. I gotta craft more tools for the stamps anyway. I'm intrigued by that too. It would be cool, but I don't think they will, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea either. That's why I'm like, we'll see. I wonder if they would have, like, a unique, like, slumber dream address or something. Like, they'd be a separate category. That's what I would think, but... Ah, dang it. Didn't quite make it. Oh well. It's not flattening without being stung once or twice. I like living dangerously. But it'd be cool if they have, like, separate slumber dream addresses. Are you serious? Rip. Oh well, at least I have a pipe close by to where I'm at. Alright, I'm gonna get some medicine. I'm super excited for the Slumber Islands, though. That's gonna be fun. There we go. What I'm most excited for, other than this Rossetti service, is bulk crafting. Oh my god. Finally. Took them 5 years, but... I wonder if you could connect connect to the 3 different Slumber Islands through the main dream address. That would be interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, though. Because with a dream address, you want it to be, like, a specific... like, setting, I guess? It would kind of complicate things a little bit too much, in my onion, but that would be very interesting. I feel like they would have a separate category of dream address, though, because they are, like, their own unique mechanic. Although it could be kind of like the custom design portal, I guess. Where you can connect to the custom design portal, or you could connect to the Slumber Islands. I don't know. There's a lot to think about there, because generally with these trailers, like, they sometimes release, like, articles afterwards that have more details, but from the ones I've seen, they haven't really gone super into depth with Slumber Islands yet. I haven't looked at them recently, though. So I wonder if there's, like, an article on Nintendo's website that has something about that. I haven't heard anyone talk about it, though. I am very curious to see how they'll exactly work. I see people post videos of new info, or the clickbait implying there is new info. God, okay. So, that's a huge reason that I unfollowed a ton of Animal Crossing channels in between, like, the 2.0 update and the 3.0 update, because it was just a bunch of clickbait nonsense. I'm looking at you, Crossing channel. At least there's some new news going on now that's legitimately new, but most of it's just like, oh, they reduced some more details about the 3.0 update. They feel like tabloid channels. They really do. I'm like, I'd rather watch people build islands than people, like, regurgitate the same info over and over again. Like, dear God. And, like, they got really desperate before the 3.0 update was announced, because it'd be like, new Animal Crossing info, and it's some collab with another company that's outside of the game. And I'm like, bro, come on. Wait, what's new? I'm like, if there was anything noteworthy, I'm sure they wouldn't be the only one talking about it, literally. The Crocs or whatever? Yeah, like, god damn it. Come on, man. Like, I had to block Crossing Channel and a couple other ones, because it was so obnoxious. Like, especially when that fake leak for the new game came out, I was so pissed. Like, come on, guys. And I'm, like, super mad at the guy who started that rumor, because it's like, you're giving people false hope. That's not okay. At least the 3.0 update kind of made up for it, but god damn it, come on, man. Like, I don't believe anything until it comes out of Nintendo's mouth. Because the rumors are so bad. Oh, that fake leak. I didn't even know the guy was, and I hate him now. Yeah, I knew about him. His content was very slop. And I, like, watched him very briefly, and then I just picked up that he's just a slop channel. And when I found out that he was the one that did it, I'm like, of course it was him. Of course it was him. He's the sloppiest slop Nintendo channel. He literally just buys everything and doesn't have a spine. Man. Yeah. I felt so bad for everyone who fell for it, because it's like, you can't be listening to randos, even if they have a good reputation. That doesn't really mean anything, because people lie all the time. All for a quick buck and clout, literally. And then it ruined his reputation, too. So, like, was it worth it, bud? And, like, the other thing about him was he was, like, on his moral high horse about, I'm not gonna buy a Switch 2, it's too expensive, Nintendo's too greedy. And then he goes out and buys the Switch 2 and all the accessories. Just without even blinking. Like, I don't care if people buy the Switch 2. You're allowed to buy a console that you want, but don't go moral grandstanding and saying that it's greedy and whatever, and then just do it. You know what I mean? Like, that hypocrisy just, like, gets under my skin. Yeah, oh my god. Same guy who did the rumor, by the way. Same guy who did the rumor. Just the most annoying thing. Like, just align yourself with what you're actually going to do, and not grandstand and then go against what you said. You know? Just ridiculous. Beat 'em ups. His name is Beat 'em ups. Let me look him up really quick because I want to make sure I'm saying the correct channel name. Yeah, it's beat 'em ups. He's got almost 2 million subs too. Oh my god. Hold on, let me just show this really quick. That's ridiculous. Like the most clickbaity stuff just from where's my image? This is here, let me turn that on. Like literally this is what you get when you search his name. Switch to holiday games guide and what to avoid. And then am I getting too old for video games? Just absolute slop, man. Absolute slop. I can't. I can't with this guy. He's so annoying. So when I found out he was the guy who did the fake rumor, I was not at all surprised. I'm like, oh, of course he's the guy. Just, oh, I can't. I can't. Dude drives me insane. But yeah, I guess moral of the story is, if there's a leak about a new Nintendo game, or any company, if there's a leak about a new game, even if the source is reputable, be skeptical, because people go on the internet and lie all the time. It's like that one Buster meme from Arthur. What do you mean? People just go on the internet and tell lies? Yes, Buster. People lie all the time. This is like the bonus petty section of the stream. Let's go. For sure, especially with AI now, you gotta look at everything skeptically, literally. Like, the amount of times I'll be looking at a post, like, anywhere, and I'll, like, squint to half a second, I'm like, is this AI? Most of the time I can tell, like, almost instantly, because it looks so off, but sometimes I'm like, I really have to look at it. I don't believe, like, I will literally look things up. If a post says something, I will Google it. I will research it before even slightly believing something that seems too good to be true, or wild or strange. Thankfully, I follow a lot of things that are, like, actual scientific pages, or, like, Merriam-Webster the dictionary, or, like, places that, like, are anti-AI. But, like, sometimes you get the random stuff on your For You page, and you're like, what the hell is this? Like, oh my god, my mom sends me AI animal videos all the time, and it makes me cringe so hard. I'm like, Mom, oh, you're falling for it, no. Like those ones with, like, the animals bouncing on a trampoline, and in real life they can't do that. Like, at all. But yeah, media literacy is, like, needed more than ever. Not the AI animals, I know. And, like, I don't even respond to them. I just sent her something else. I'm like, I'm not going there. My dad's really good at telling, but he's also a graphic designer, so he's a lot more savvy that way, but oh my god, the amount of times my mom sends me AI animal videos, I'm like, oh dear god, no. And they're, like, obviously fake to me, and I'm like, I really need to, like, teach her media literacy with AI. But she's kind of a stubborn person, so I don't know if it's worth it. It makes me want to hibernate, literally. So bad, man. Like, anytime I see anyone using AI, or anyone saying, I made this way with AI, my soul dies a little inside. Just, I wish it wasn't introduced to the public. I'm gonna say it. I really wish it wasn't introduced to the public. We don't need random people having access to AI. Like, I've seen uses for it in, like, breast cancer scans, or, like, scans for cancer, where the AI is taught how to spot cancerous cells, or, like, you know, tumors or growths, and that's a great use for AI. Right? Like, there are good uses for it, but people randomly generating slop, the public should not have access to it. And, like, all the ChatGPT stuff with people getting psychosis, I'm like, why are we giving this to the general public? This is a technology that should be better hidden and used in more productive ways. Plus, it ruins artists' lives. And, not to mention the environmental impact. Like, we should not... The public should not have access to AI. I'm sick of it. Some people are super happy with the AI art stuff they make. Does it really count? It doesn't. It's just regurgitating other people's actual skill. It doesn't count. It just makes me sad, you know? People used to, like, be like, oh, I can't draw. Well, here, pick up a pencil. You can learn. Anyone can learn how to draw. It just takes effort. And people are so lazy. God, the environmental stuff just admonishes me. I'm like, why? How? Exactly. God damn. Like, I really hope that lawsuits start shutting these big AI companies down, because I am just bewildered. Generative AI should not exist. There are better uses for this technology. Plus, like, the poor kids who, like, are in high school or junior high or whatever, and they have to put their essays through an AI tester, and even if they've never used AI, it still flags it because of how AI works, and it's just so garbage. And the fact that more and more servers and stations are being set up and just destroying ecosystems and wasting water that should be drinking water. Just, ugh, ick. Like, I think there are uses for it, but the general public should not have access to this. People, like, I saw an article recently that OpenAI was asking people to stop thanking ChatGPT because it was wasting so much more water. Like, how dystopian. The AI in writing, and now anytime someone uses an M dash, people think it's AI, and it's like, where do you think AI learned it from? Yeah, literally, I was talking to my partner about this because he loves to write, and he uses some of these things. I'm like, listen, you have to be very specific with it, though, because it's not just M dashes. It's like a whole bunch of things in tandem that makes it AI writing. But they're all things that are learned from people's writing, so it's, like, horrible. It's so bad. And, like, M dashes are definitely useful, but the key is AI overuses all of that. Like, if you use, like, maybe one M dash in a paragraph, that's not indicative of AI. But if you use, like, 6 of them in a paragraph, and then if it's not X, it's Y, and then we're talking about X, Y, and Z, like, they do a lot more things other than just one. So, I've seen this, there was this really good video I watched of this guy explaining AI writing and how to tell it apart, and he's like, one of these things does not indicate AI, multiples of these things does. So I think it's very important for people to be more, like, media literate in general. But doing one thing that AI does is not indicative of it being AI. it's just a new thing that people have to learn to figure out, and it's a pain in the ass. I did read some comments that said the same thing on my fanfic groups, yeah. It's just one of those things that we have to learn now, which is so annoying. Okay. That's gonna be it for this week, but next week we'll actually do some building and stuff. Yeah, what a world we live in, no kidding. Well, anyway, let's end on a not-so dire note. Pun not intended. But yeah, that was fun. Thanks for coming, Lizette. And thank you to everyone else who came today who's not here. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. We will be doing building next Friday, and Tuesday it's going to be another shiny hunting stream. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you in the next thing I do. Also, I have a new video out on my channel, so if you want to watch that next, feel free to. And I'll see y'all later.